Hi guys, my name is Karthik and I am from executeautomation.com and welcome to part 8 of our Cucumber with Selenium video series. And in this video, we'll be talking about working with hooks. So before watching this part, I would request you to watch part 5, 6, 6a, 7 so that you can have a clear understanding of what this part is going to be. Alright, so let's get started. Let's all help to save tree, water and energy to save our motherly earth. Cucumber hooks. If you are from a SpecFlow background, and you might have noticed there are different types of hooks available. Something like this. We have some attributes like before test run, after test run, before feature, after feature, before scenario, after scenario. Similarly, before scenario block, after scenario block, and before step, after step. The before step, after step is the SpecFlow 2.0 feature which added just recently, and it is one of the most requested feature, and we have a separate video for this particular feature as well in SpecFlow video series. By the way, these are some of the various different kinds of hooks available in Cucumber implementation of C#, which is nothing but SpecFlow. But unfortunately, in the Cucumber hooks for Java, we have only two hooks. One is at before annotation and at after annotation. So these are the only two hooks available in Java. And we don't have these kinds of different types of attributes that you are seeing right here. So this is the limitations for Java. So in SpecFlow, you can call the hooks for each and every steps, features, scenarios, scenario blocks, and the whole test run itself. But it is not completely possible with Cucumber for Java implementation. That's kind of very nagging while I started to work with Cucumber for Java, but I guess it's kind of okay right now because it is doing the job whatever we are expecting, because the hook is kind of handy for now. But to overcome this problem, the tagged hooks are used a lot. So you can tag the hooks much like a SpecFlow for both at before and at after hooks for running them during a specific scenario call. So you can tag that hook by giving at before and I log in as an administrator or something like that. So if you give something like this, that particular hook will be executed only for that particular step or that particular scenario. So this is kind of okay for now, but I really don't appreciate this kind of great feature which is there available in the Cucumber for Java. I guess soon there will be some more additional features available for Cucumber for Java implementation as well. So let's work out then and see how things work. So for that, I'm going to flip to IntelliJ. So this is the same project which we have been working so long in our Cucumber for Java video series, and what we have did in our last video was we created the scenario outlines, and this is the feature that you are seeing right here. Alright, so what if the user, or like us, who want to open the browser every time when they start? I cannot really navigate to the login page unless until I establish a WebDriver connectivity, if you're working with Selenium, to open the browser and navigate to a particular URL of your application, and only then you can navigate to the login page, right? So if you want to do some of the before the hand operation or some of the initialization kind of operation, then you should go with hooks. And similarly, if you are done with your testing or a scenario and you just want to close down the browser and the database connectivity, if you're connecting with the application database or test result database, something like that, then you should use that hook as well, which is nothing but the after hook. So we are going to create the hooks for now. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to create a package and let's call this as hooks. Oops. And I am going to add this particular hooks right here. So I can add this hook maybe right here, or for now, let's not create a separate directory. Let me completely delete it for now. And let me create this within this particular step just for now. You'll understand why I'm doing this in a minute. So let me call this as hook. And this hook is going to be holding our at before tag. So you can see that there is two at before. One is the Cucumber API.java and one is org.junit. So we are interested in the Cucumber API.java for now. So I'm just going to use that guy, and I'm going to say public void initialize test, right? So I'm just going to run the test something like this. So let me just print for now. That's what we're doing all the time for now. So I'm just going to say println opening the browser, and we call this as mock browser, right? We don't really have anything like that. And once the test is done, we have to tear down the session. So we can say is tear down test, and we'll say closing the browser, right? Let me save this, and instead of before, I'm going to say after. Again, it's just going to be Cucumber. There we go. And now if I try to run this particular feature, what I expect is I expect the test to run without any problem. But before running any scenario, I should see this message, opening the browser mock. And then I say the navigate login to the page with the username as admin and password as admin. And once the scenario is fully done, you will see there is a closing the browser message, right? So it's more like a before test, after test attribute available in JUnit. So it's pretty much the same thing that you see in any testing framework, and that's exactly what is available in Cucumber as well. So this is how you can make use of the features hooks. And there's one more thing that you can do is this kind of advanced. You can just pass a scenario, something like this, and you can also do some kind of conditional testing. Let's say maybe not here. In the teardown, you can just pass the scenario as the parameter, and here you can test if the scenario fails for some reason. Let's say for some exception, you can just say scenario dot is failed, right? Is failed, then you do some kind of operation. You take a screenshot, right? You can also do that. And similarly, you can say scenario dot, you want to get some name of it, you can get the name of the scenario. If you want to get the status of the particular scenario, you can get that. And you can do so many kind of operations, something like this. So I basically like this, getting the status, whether is it failed or passed. Oh, sorry, not the get status. Is failed, right? Is failed is equal to true. If it is true, which means it has failed for some reason, then you take the screenshot here. You can write the logic for take screenshot, and then you can also give the name of the scenario in the system.out.println, and you can say the scenario dot, get name, right? Something like that. So this is how you can do a lot of operation in tear down of the test, after test maybe, right? So that's it, guys. This is how you can make use of hooks in Cucumber for Java implementation. And once again, thank you very much for watching this video, and have a great day.